How's it going? My name is Buster. Today I'm going over 10 tips and tricks on my favorite map, Vertigo. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So you go into this corner right here. You look at this little thing here sticking out. I'm not sure what it is, like a plank or something. You look about here. It doesn't really matter. You want to be fast with it, so you just line up like this. You look at this little, what could you say, like intersection, little cross, whatever, in the roof. You hold left click, then you run and let it go when this part ends right here. And just let it go. Just simple left click throw, you run and let it go. It will land right here. Which, there is a little gap up here. I am not sure how to fix that. I don't think this part is too big to cover it all up. But just be aware of that. But you want to wide here first. So yeah, it leaves a little nice gap. You can sit like right here close to the smoke, to the right side. I like to sit here. Just chill, because sometimes people will be eager to push through because they think it's going to be like a little gap for them to just sit here. But then you'll be ready holding that. This is a really good position for the short player to sit. Because when they jump up right here, they won't be able to shoot you that quickly since they're in the air, so they won't be accurate. So this is a really good position. And this is a really good smoke to learn. My second tip is a A-side boost right here. You get your mate to stand about right here and crouch. And then you jump up on his head like this. And you can see perfectly down towards ramp. The only thing they can see you is your head. But most likely they won't turn around, since there's usually a guy pushing right here or short. Like, it's quite common to be aggressive on A, so they won't want to turn around. But if they do, I mean, you could get shot, but still, like, most times they're not going to turn around. So you get free kills when they're running up here. It's a really good position you can hold here when they come up from short too. There's also another boost I'm going to show off over here, but this is the preferred boost in my opinion. This is the best one. You can hold basically all of ramp. Just have one guy looking short, or your mate can just look here and hold short, because they can kill you from short, but you have the coverage of entire ramp, so you should be fine. This is a really good boost. You should use it a lot. Don't overuse it though, because after one time they will know about it. So maybe, you know, wait about 5 rounds, then you can use it again. Really good though. My third tip for you guys is a boost here in mid. From mid main, you can look towards window, you can look towards everywhere. You get a mate to stand in this corner, you jump up on his head, and then you can hold here towards window. The only thing you gotta be careful about though is that if the enemy is quite good, they will probably be holding this, or at least be kind of ready for it. So you could die while you're jumping, but it's still a really good position. You can peek here into CT, maybe throw a smoke, and you know, keep searching and take over mid. It's really useful. So over here we have another boost, which is like, you won't die as much from using this boost, since you can't get caught while you're jumping, so that's pretty good. So you just jump up on this thing and you're instantly being able to see the guy. On the other boost, you're visible before you can see the enemy, which is kind of like, that's kind of the downside of this boost. You can see more, but it's still, you know, it's easier to get killed. So this boost is much better in my opinion, just a clear window. You could just, like, while you're in the air, you could even see him, so it's really good. Just jump up on here, kill the window guy. Every time I've done this boost, he's never killed me. I've never gotten killed by him. It kind of depends on your aim though, since sometimes it could be a little bit tricky to hit him, since it's a headshot angle. But you guys gotta be ready for that. So yeah, it's really good though. If you have decent aim, just jump up on there, you'll get a easy pick. Because most of the times, a window guy will mostly just be looking towards down here. He won't be, you know, expecting a guy to jump up over there. So it's a really useful boost. You should use it a lot if you want to take mid on Vertigo efficiently. My fourth tip is a one-way smoke here from A side CT. You go into this little, what can you call it, like little fence thing maybe. You go into this corner right here. You look up over these boards here. I don't know what they're called exactly, but you see these two little sticks sticking out, I guess. You aim towards the upper one. You go to the side of it, to the left side. Just simply left click right here. This smoke is really useful for when they're rushing A ramp. So if you have a guy maybe pushing and you could be the mid rotator, you could just come over here and throw that smoke, and you can see when they're coming up here. It's really good with an op. I can't buy it right now because the buy time is expired, but it's really good with an op. But it also works with rifles. You can just shoot them. You can see their feet before they can see you. So it's basically impossible for you to die. If you don't have great reactions though, this might be a little tricky. But it will still work, because they don't expect you to, you know, see their feet, especially when they're in a hurry. Because most times you will hear their steps when they're coming all the way from here. So they won't want to stop around and, you know, be aware of a one-way smoke. They're just gonna rush straight up. You know, they're just gonna rush up like this, and they're gonna get shot in the feet. So it's really useful. You gotta try that one out in your games, because I will guarantee you will get some easy kills from that one. It feels really good to just shoot them in their feet when they're walking up and they have no idea where you are. Fifth tip for you guys is a boost right here that's really useful. You're gonna get like some insane kills. It might not be as useful as the other ones, but it's gonna be, when you get it to work, it's gonna be insane. So you go up the stairs right here and you go either to here or to back here. I prefer this one though, so it's a bit closer. You get a mate to crouch right here. You go out on him right here, out as far as it goes. Be careful though, because you can fall. I could probably go a little bit further out, but it's quite risky. And you can look over here to B railing or B whatever you want to call it. Which when the CTs go out here, when they're holding B, they cannot see you at all. Like, maybe if they go out like this, they can see you a little bit. Like, you will be sticking out like from back here, but they will not notice you at all, because most times they're looking here too. If someone is holding here for some reason, yes, they can see you. It's not a one-way position, but they will have no idea where you are basically. Especially when you're using an op, you just one shot and they're dead. You know, it's super insane. Like, I saw Mouse Sports use this one in a tournament, and they actually got a kill from it that won the game. I believe it was Mouse Sports at least. Somebody can probably correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think so. It was maybe half a year ago. So this boost has been working for a long time, and yeah, it's super insane. You should definitely try it out if you want to have some fun in game. My sixth tip for you guys is a boost from here, B stairs, that you can use to get up to B site really efficiently. So you get a mate to stand here on this little railing or little, I don't know what it's called, and you get them to jump up on this little pillar thing right here, and then you can see into sight. You gotta be careful though, but you will get it to work most times. You can get killed, like I said, in the mid boost too. You can get killed while you're in the air, so just be a little bit careful, but most times you won't. You can just jump up to here and you can just get into B site. So especially if they might be holding from here, they might be holding from, you know, here, and they won't be able to see you. A lot of times they're holding from here though, so just be careful of that. Like, you can get killed, but you know, maybe a flash from a teammate could help you a lot. But it's a really useful flash, really useful boost. I mean, just get up to B sites. You should definitely try it out if you want to get an efficient boost. This, in my opinion, is the best one. There is a boost from here too, but this one gets you up to this little wood thing, which you need to jump over again, so you can get killed in the air again. I mean, I don't know. This boost might be a bit more useful sometimes, but it's basically the same thing. You just get a mate to stand here and jump up on his head. But I would recommend this boost. So yeah. Use it in your games if you want to get some easy frags on B and, you know, take over the site. My seventh tip for you guys is a really useful Molotov here. That will molly off short. So you go into this little sandbags right beside it, in this corner right here. You look on this thing over here. You hold in left click. You press your jump throw bind. I believe you can do it jumping normally too, but it's gonna be quite tricky. But you can still try it out. You know, practice a bit in a offline server, because this Molotov is really useful. I use it basically every game I play Vertigo. It's the best short Molotov, I know. You can bounce one off of here, but sometimes it will land a bit shallow, you know. This one lands really deep and it's really good. Just look somewhere in this little circle right here, this little cog, I guess you could call it. Just jump through. It will land over there. It will molly out this entire position over here. They can still stand right here. A lot of times they will go from this point right here into here and just crouch like this. Just be aware of that. I usually run up like this and just, you know, be ready for it, or like pre-fire or pre-aim it, because a lot of times they will do that, since the short players tend to be a bit more, you know, aggressive than the ramp players, just from what I've seen so far. You know, don't take my word for it, but you should be ready for it at least. But yeah, you should definitely use this Molotov. It's super useful. I use it every game. Every time I want to take over short, it works all the time, because it will remove their position. This position is super strong for them to hold, and it will be used a lot. Like, it's basically the most common position used basically in all pro games, because you don't want to be too aggressive, you don't want to be too passive. So this one is really good for people to sit, and it just perfectly counters it. So try it out definitely. My 8th tip for you guys is this little boost right here. It's on the side of short, so be aware. You should most likely throw a smoke right here, just so you don't get shot from the back. You get a mate to stand in this corner. You jump up over here. Could be a bit tricky, but you will learn after a while. You jump up on his head. You make him stand up, and then you can just see down here. You can see everywhere. You can see to short when they come up from short. You can see to ramp when they jump up on this little sandbags. You can see when they go up ramp, everywhere. And they're not going to expect this one. This boost is that boost is pretty well known in the community, even in lower ranks. This boost, I mean, even when I'm playing at like the highest level, like phase level 10, or like even against pros, they don't even expect it. So yeah, definitely try this one out. It is a bit tricky though, and it requires, you know, a bit of utility. You will most likely need to spend a mollo or smoke or something, but it's definitely worth it. You know, you want to use your utility on short either way, so try it out, definitely. Easy to get kills with, and you know, you can spot the entire ramp. If you stand right here, you can spot the entire ramp. Super useful, try it out. My ninth tip for you guys is this Molotov right here. You go into somewhere around this wall, you go into right here, you look at this little thing right here, this little piece of metal, I'm not sure what it is. You look in the bottom left of it, you just left click right there. You will perfectly Molotov off headshot angle. They can't stand right here, they can't stand on top of it. It's super useful. You need to know this Molotov. It will be used every time you take over A, because it's just so useful. Like, headshot angle is such a powerful position. CTs will always sit there, basically. Like, I'm not even over exaggerating. Like, every time you go A, some CT will sit around this position, if it's down here or up on this thing. So being able to get rid of it with one Molotov is so useful. Like, I can't even explain it to you. And also another tip, bundled in this little position right here. You go over this sledge. You make sure when you go over here to hold in A too, and just go left. The same second you fall down, you go left and get into this corner right here. You'll be able to see when they cross. You should most likely stand like this, about like this, because then you can see when they cross, but they still can't see you. If you look like this, if they are right here, they can't see your feet, they can't see your backpack and stuff like that. So you want to look about like this. But most times, if you look at this, it's not going to be a problem neither, because people won't focus down this, especially if they're on a retake. Like, if the bomb is planted over here, right in this corner, and you stand right here, it's super useful, because they won't clear it. Most of the time, they won't. If you're playing against better players, yes, they probably will, but in MM or in lower ranks, they won't know it even. So yeah, just be careful so you don't fall down, because if a mate fall down in a clutch situation, that's one of the most painful things that can happen. So you don't want to tilt your team, so you don't want to fall down. But yeah, keep this position in mind. If you're in a 1v2, 1v3, whatever, you can still get shot from ramp and from short, so maybe have a mate hold there. But otherwise, from sight, you're totally covered. They can't kill you, basically. My 10th and final tip for you guys is this run boost over here. You get a mate to stand about right here. You can stand a bit over there too, but around this position. You make sure to shoot this upper wood piece. Shoot it down. Don't shoot the lower piece, because then they can't run fully and they will fall. You stand up here. You make sure you tell your friend to either jump, run when you land. Like, you should know how to do a run boost, right? I'm gonna show you what it looks like right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video and found some new tips that were useful. Comment down below which tips that were new to you, or maybe you knew them all. You never know. To the right of you, there's a subscribe button. If you want to press that one, I would greatly appreciate it. And I make CSGO tips and tricks videos, try to release a video weekly. So yeah, to the left of you, you got another video of mine that will probably help you out in your game. So make sure to check it out if you want to get better at CSGO. Until next time, peace out and have a good one.